This is Gabriel Gonzalez for Cage Side Press here at the inaugural Kinektic grappling event with the winning team, BJJ Fanatics, led by Captain Craig Jones. Craig, I mean, the first round, everything's rolling. Then in the finals, you had to put a little more work in. You had to put in the closer. Tell me, what was the planning in terms of the matchups, in terms of just who you wanted to send out first and how it worked out?
Well, the first team told us that they were going to put Manshakera in first. And Lockie actually had a match with him recently and lost, so we were like, oh, we'll give him a good opportunity to have a rematch against Mansha. Obviously, that one went very, very well. Ran out the team. For the second round, we had to use twice as many people. Luckily, Gordon was able to clean up the Brazilians at the end there. But yeah, there wasn't too much strategy. We're pretty confident in how this event was going to go. We're trying to decide last minute who we actually wanted to compete.
Now, obviously, you had a great team. You get through that first round. What was the mood as you're watching, Lionheart and SUG go at it?
We were sort of laughing because of how much energy all those guys were using. And obviously, we had 4 fresh guys, so we thought it was all but guaranteed. But we thought we'd put in Nicky Rod because of how athletic this guy is to really crush them when they're feeling tired.
Now, what was your message to the team? Did you have your inspirational speech? Did you let them just do what they need to do? What was your message in between matches?
Don't embarrass us.
It worked out nicely. All right, let's get you through. Let's talk to the rest of the team. Lachlan Giles, come on closer, man. Come on closer. I mean, they just made you do all the work in that first round. I mean, tell me how you were feeling going through and realizing you were about to take out all 5.
I don't know. To be honest, just going into it, I was focused just on the first match because I knew how tough Mancha was, and then once I got through that, I don't know, I just took each match as it came, and I was tired, but I still felt I had enough in it to keep trying to push for the submission. So I kind of...
We were talking about it. It kind of got quiet, and no one talks to the pitcher when they're about to throw a no-hitter in baseball. And we were like, no one is saying anything, but he's about to get the sweep. Was there any point where you felt like, hey, I might be about to handle this all by myself?
Even going into the last one, I was like, okay, because I knew Rico was up last, so I was like, all right, he's a big guy, this will be tough. But I kind of feel like against someone who's a lot heavier than you, if you get to their leg, it becomes much more even. So that was kind of my... Well, at first I was like, I'll slow it down with the wrestling, get my breath back, and then I worked for that, and it happened to work. So yeah, I was happy.
Well, Lachlan, look, you clearly set the tempo for the team, and I think that helped a lot of the confidence going into the final. Let's talk with some of your teammates. You could take 5. Thank you, sir. Yeah. I mean, Gordon, Lachlan kind of stole your thunder a little bit in that first round. Tell me, what was your thoughts watching your teammate do what he did in that first one and set the tempo for you guys?
It was great. Lachlan has had previous matches with Munch, so I knew that they were going to be, pretty head-to-head first match. It was a rematch from Polaris. It was Lachlan versus Munchie, and he went and he hit a quick heel hook. I was like, wow, that's awesome. And then he just, he was tired, but he ran through the whole rest of the team. And once we got to Rico, I kind of knew, I didn't think that Rico was going to be able to submit him. If anything, he was going to go to a draw. So I was like, oh, well, that's awesome. And then we were trying to figure out who we were going to put in first round of the second match, and all the guys on the other team were super physical guys, so I'm like, all right, let's throw Nick in there first and see how it goes. So
now, obviously a lot of fans are excited. We know you're a big name in the business and you're coming off the procedure. I mean, you talked about it with Paige a little bit, but how did you feel? You're going out here, you're going to roll with a couple of guys. How did you feel in terms of your confidence to compete out here tonight?
I felt confident. I always feel confident. My knee's not 100%. It's 75, 80% right now. But I'm just happy to come out and compete. I haven't competed since I heard it in early February. So just to come out and just get a nice warm up and jump back into competition is really nice. So I'm just happy to be here. I'm just soaking it all up.
Was there any question that like, hey, coach, put me in last. If you're gonna have to put me, don't make me have to do it. Was there any talk like that?
No, we kind of just played it by ear. Nick went in and had a beautiful first submission on the legs, and then almost got through to the third round, but got stalled out in the second round. So I was like, yeah, I'll go in, and I wanted to get a little bit of mat time before I have to try to get ready to go to ADCC. So I just wanted to go in and see how I felt. So,
well, Gordon, it was a pleasure to watch you compete out here. Glad that you're feeling better, and we look forward to seeing you out there in ADCC later in the year.
Of course, thank you.
All right, gentlemen, we did not forget about you guys. Come on. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk to both of you guys together. Let's get in nice and close. Let's be honest, you're on a team, you got Gordon Ryan, you come out here, Lachlan's handling business. What were you guys feeling as you're just sitting there on the bench watching them do work?
Well, I mean, Nicky Rod at least fought, I didn't have to do much, so you know what they say, try to make the most money as possible with the least work. So I guess my job was accomplished. Me and Craig put in a lot of work, you know, motivating these guys, inspiring them with some speeches, but the boys put in work. Nicky Rod, he had some highlight finishes up there, so.
I gotta say, is it like, you know, when you're in school, when you don't do anything on the group project, but you get the A anyway?
Exactly. I was always that guy. And I was actually talking about this earlier, and someone like brought up that example. So yeah, I was definitely that guy. So no complaints. We have an agreement. The next one, me and Craig are starting out, so we can squad wipe, so we can have some fun too. But
I mean, let's talk about Nicky. You know, you obviously did see some mat time. You got to see some action. What was it like for you to get out there, especially with the format? Obviously, it's different, you know, single elimination. You guys are going out there. What was it like for you to be in this one?
The game plan for us is always just to go out there and finish everybody. So I went over there with that mindset. I kind of tried to pace myself a little bit because I knew I could be potentially out there, you know, for 4 straight rounds if I subbed everybody. So next time I get on the gas a little bit sooner because I got some good positions when I turned it up. So yeah, we'll put the gas on it early on in the fight and just get with it, man.
And finally, so you guys are now the reigning champions of Kinektic 1. Have they talked to you about Kinektic 2? Do you guys plan to mess with anything yet, or is it just you'll answer the call when they call you?
When they call, we'll be there, man.
we're ready. 586 competitors.
Yep. We're team stacked, and we just keep the ball rolling, man. Got good momentum over here.
I feel like you know where the team's celebrating, man. What's the game plan to party?
We got our team captain over there, Michael Zenga. So yeah, BJJ Fanatics. If you liked any of our moves, you can check out our instructionals on bjjfanatics.com. That's a good shameless plug. Bang.
All right, gentlemen, congratulations. It was a lot of fun. You guys handle work, and we'll see you at the next one.